Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today, yesterday, it was announced that the JCPenney store located at the Concord Mall in Elkhart, Indiana, would be shutting down by May of 2023. So before we go over the article, let's take a look at this department store. This JCPenney store is a pretty typical, basic, one-level JCPenney store. Now, the significance behind this JCPenney store, this at this particular shopping mall, this was the very, very last original anchor to the mall, as Hobby Lobby was added on at a much later time, thus making JCPenney the last original anchor at the mall, and it's been at this mall since 1976. So this will be a very sad and significant loss for the property. Again, this was just announced yesterday that this JCPenney store would be shutting down, and these people would either be taking severance packages or being transferred to nearby JCPenney stores. And you can tell that the particular architecture of the building screams late 1970s, early 1980s. This is at the time when JCPenney was using this type of department store front-facing facade. Obviously, Sephora is gone in JCPenney. They since have signed on with Kohl's. But we're using that as just to take a look at this particular JCPenney department store. So let's take a look at the article. I did watch the video before, and you guys can also watch the video as well. So it was announced yesterday at around 6:30 that JCPenney is slated to close the location at the Concord Mall this year. In 1976, JCPenney opened at the Concord Mall back when it was a bustling shopping center and a hangout spot. When I was a kid, we used to come here all the time when the fountain was still going, and it was really a popular place at the time, said Lewin Escube, a maintenance and housekeeper for Concord Mall. However, in the early 2000s, the mall saw a huge decline, which caused it to empty out, and instead of being full of customers, it's full of vacant storefronts. JCPenney has kind of always been one of those places that has always helped bring people to the area. Even if they weren't going to the mall, they were going to JCPenney. Greater Elkhart Chamber of Commerce President Levin Johnson said. According to Johnson, Concord Mall changed ownership the last 5 times, while the new owners have been trying to revive the mall. Johnson told 16 Now that breakdown negotiations at least price to bring for the closure. A little bit of surprise, they recently invested in the last 6 months a great deal of money in renovation and lighting the store. Employees of the Concord Mall said that the announcement came as a surprise to them, as News 16 told it. We know about the whole 2020 stuff. However, that not seem to be the case. In the statement to 60 News, JCPenney's Media Relations, aka their Public Relations Department, said our JCPenney store at the Concord Mall will be closing its doors. Liquidation process will begin this February, with the store closing in May of earlier this year. The decision to close the store is never an easy one. We are grateful to our dedicated associates and our loyal customers who have shopped at the Elkhart, Indiana location. In reaction to the news of the store closing, employees of the Concord Mall said they hope that the mall can be saved. Hopefully something in there, and JCPenney uploaded to the biggest places that we have here. Security person, housekeeper said for the mall. They did say that employees will be able to relocate to the Mishawaka location, and while the employees of JCPenney will be covered, the future of the Concord Mall is still in question. I don't think all the employees are going to transfer. I'm sure some of them that are nearing retirement are just going to retire altogether. But for this particular mall, at least from the video that I saw from the news network, which is a division of NBC News, things that do not look good for this mall in Elkhart, Indiana. So I think this closing does not come as a surprise. I do expect SB360 Capital Partners LLC to do the liquidations. They have previously done JCPenney liquidations, so I'm sure they're going to be adding this to their website by the beginning of next month. It seems like it's going to be a slow liquidation, but yes, that news article does confirm that this JCPenney store is closing, and I am sure that Hobby Lobby will probably follow suit, and then that'll be the end of this mall. The problem with JCPenney is not going to stay somewhere at a mall where it's declining and decaying, and they're better off just cutting their losses. And what's interestingly enough is they actually poured money into this store. I mean, to now turn around all of a sudden after the holidays and say that they were going to close. So there's not really much else to look at other than this part of the store, because unfortunately Google Maps did not go around and do the whole store. I don't know if I can even, I can't even get around here, but you guys get the basic idea. Excuse me. This JCPenney store is shutting down. These people are thankfully able to transfer to another nearby JCPenney store. And I'm sure some of them too will probably take severance packages, and that's pretty much it. So nothing but the best for the employees and associates. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Link to the video will be located in the video description below, and that will be it.